back for another Artist Spotlight. Joining me today is Joey Collins.
What up?
He's our November Spotlight.
That's me.
And I know him pretty well.
That's right.
So we're in a band together.
We're in a band together. We know each other on the side a little, like, you know.
A little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah. We're like side friends on occasion.
Yep, and Joey brought a friend with him today. What's your friend's name?
Actually, I don't usually name my guitars.
That's good.
I think it's cheesy and gross, but this one does have a name.
And what is that?
Shadowfax.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because first off, heck yeah, Tolkien, and number two, because it's the Lord of all horses, and
nice. So, this is his guitar. Would you say Shadow what?
Shadowfax.
Shadowfax.
It's a character in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a horse. The Lord of all horses in Lord of the Rings. That's what I was referring to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only got to what's the second movie? The Two Towers.
Oh yeah, he's in that one.
Is he?
That's the horse he whistles at.
But it was just like a birthday party. I was watching it, so I don't remember a lot.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to watch at a birthday party. Well, unless the person's who am I to judge?
It was a slumber party. So we
For
were
kids?
For kids. No, this was yesterday.
Last week.
Last
right.
week,
Yeah. That's cool. Oh,
last weekend we had a good time watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, man. I do love me some Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Nice. So we're gonna talk a little bit about music, I think, and a lot more about Lord of the Rings later.
Yes, yeah. That'll be for the X to stay behind for the, yeah.
So, Joey, you play guitar. We
Yes.
can see that.
Yeah.
When did you start playing? Let's start there.
I started back when I was in high school. I don't know the age. Who knows back then? Memories.
14 to 18.
Yeah, somewhere between there, before I graduated.
Yeah.
And I played for a while, but I didn't really take it up as a profession. And then more recently, in about 2017, I got back into playing music and just got more and more into it. And now I'm doing my thing,
And that's around when we met, I think. Because the first time I heard you play, your sister put on an event at the Lyric Cafe place in Clayton.
Yep.
And I remember you played one of your songs alone. I was like,
oh, thank you.
it's a
Yeah.
nice song.
Yeah. People like that one. It's a fun one, man. I like that one.
That's one that you usually end your sets with, too.
Yeah, it's like the banger. You know what I mean? It's like play the hit, That's the one to send them off with. So it always, even when I feel like I didn't do it justice, the crowd is always like into that one. So.
And as we're on that, we're talking about the album that you have coming out. You've released a song last month.
Yes, on the 24th, I released Insignificance, and that's our first single.
Yep. And then you're releasing another one, I assume. Are you doing it kind of one at a time?
Yeah, so I'm going to do one at a time. For like in between a month and 2 months, I'm going to release them. And then eventually in the winter/springtime here, I'm going to release the last 5 or 6 songs as the whole album with those singles on it and everything, and then go from there. Yeah, but
Gotcha.
That'll be out on under Joey Collins and the Creatives, not just Joey Collins.
Cool. So you got a couple singles, and then you're gonna have the whole album. Do you know how many songs are gonna be on the whole album when you're all done with it?
Yes. Well, there's gonna be between 8 and 9. I have 8 right now, but I'm thinking about doing something just to throw in there. I won't say so.
Could be 8.75.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't know yet. Don't give it away. No, I'm just.
Very cool. Do you know where you're gonna do your next event? Is that still in your?
It's still up in the air. We've had to push back the date due to some circumstances with my vehicle. But now that I've sorted out some things on the side, now we're coming back. We're gonna do it, I believe, mid to late November.
Okay.
But that'll start coming out in the underground. Keep an eye out on Instagram. That's where it's coming.
Nice.
So.
And And so in your group, so it's Joey Collins and the Creatives.
Yeah.
Who do you got in there?
Well, it's a plural for some reason, but it's only one guy at the moment.
You're both creatives, that's why it's plural.
Yeah, so we count both of us.
Yeah, it's your name and yourself included in the band.
And sometimes I could be two. You never know.
Exactly.
You know, but yeah, it's just myself and my drummer Steve Detmer, who also happens to be my brother-in-law.
That's right.
Yeah, so
I know him well.
you do. You actually know him much better than I believe.
That's true.
Being best friends in high school.
Yep.
We're all connected here.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
That's how the music community works. We all just
Know each other.
We know each other.
Yeah.
And so what made you in 2017 decide that you were going to start doing music again? Was it just you taken this hiatus and you decided it was something you wanted to do? You missed it? Was there anything?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of stuff. I had graduated high school and a year later joined the Navy. And so for the next 6 years I was doing Navy things, and if you've been in, you know there's not much time for other things when you're in. And so when I got out, there was like I met someone on traveling on my way back from the last thing I did in the Navy. We were on our way back home, and I ran into this Spanish singer at the hotel we stayed at, and I was in love.
Right.
Yeah. So we ended up staying in contact, and she and I met up again after I got out of the Navy. I was like, screw it, I'm just going across the world. I got nothing else to do. I had money saved, and I met her, and we hung out. It didn't work the best, so we left, or I left. And when I was traveling, I always brought a guitar, and that's when I started really picking up music again. I just was like, anytime I was not feeling great, I'd pick up the guitar and play and learn something, and it's always exciting and new when you can find something new as you're playing, you know what I mean? It's like a puzzle almost, you know?
Yeah.
So I fell back in love with it.
Did you think about it when you were in the Navy a lot? Or
Yeah, I mean, if you were to talk to anyone who I knew in the Navy, they would tell you I was a guitarist. They knew I wrote songs and played. I always brought a guitar on deployment, on when I had watches. I was always playing, but I had not really I don't know what it was, but it never clicked with me to learn chords or scales or any of that. I always played my favorite band's songs, and that was it. Or played whatever I felt like if I was messing around making a song or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I hadn't, like I said, when you're in, it's pretty busy. So you're anytime you have off, you kind of just want to sit, or hang out or,
yeah,
whatever. But yeah.
So when you got into, especially writing quite a bit, did you find a process that worked for you, or is it different with each song?
I do kind of have a process, and it does vary per song to a degree, and I'm sure you feel that as well, being a songwriter yourself. But most of the time for me, it comes from a guitar part, because I don't necessarily sing melodies when I'm at home. I do, I'll goof around and stuff, right? But mainly what'll happen is I'll say write a guitar part, and on top of that, or it's when it clicks. So for instance, if I was to do let me think of one here. This is probably not the guitar to do it on, but this is one of my songs called Won't You Stay. So for me, it usually starts off with that first thing I did there is and I probably did something like that, and I was like, ooh, I like that sound, so I messed with it till I found it, and you try and find a melody within the rhythm of the guitar, kind of, and that's what I'm going for, is and you find it as you go. It's not so clean. Of course, he started off, it sounds like just kind of nonsense, but you hear something in there and you go for it. And then once I get the guitar part down, I usually come up with, and the song dictates. It's always, I don't have like, you know, verse, bridge, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus thing. Sometimes it works out like as a pattern, and sometimes it's a little different. So, but I usually, you try and feel what the next note wants to be, and then you follow it, and then you know kind of, you're like, well, I feel like that's more of a chorusy sound, it's bigger or something, or and then on top of that, once I get the parts worked out to a degree and can kind of fumble through it, I can never play the song for like months, and because it's so hard. I write them harder than I can play, you know?
That's good.
Yeah. But then I then spend the time to sit there and I actually hum my melodies, because I always had like, always kind of honestly a little shy to sing in life. So I was like, humming, it also helps like warm up your voice and things. So I do that to find the melody that fit around the guitar part. And then from there, I just play it and go over it until sometimes the lyrics will come like that. And I'm sure you know, you like the lyrics, sometimes you got a song and you write the whole thing in like 10 seconds. You're like, whoa, dude, I just wrote everything. And it's a banger, dude. Like, it's a winner, man. But sometimes I've got like, right now I'm sitting on so many things, and I've got like a guitar part and I know the hook for it, but I don't have any other words. Or you've got the, you know, the melody and the words just aren't coming. You know, I just try and wait it out most of the time. The more you play on it and the more you're like, sometimes that helps. Sometimes you step away, of course. But yeah, I just wait.
What I think is cool about your songs, I mean, like, because you said you start with the guitar, you're really, it's not just starting with the guitar though, because like when I start with the guitar, I'm a little bit more like common man kind of guitar, like I'm going to play a G chord and see if that does anything. I play just like the regular thing. I don't do any kind of nice voicing, as they might call it in music.
Right.
You care very much about the voicing, which is more important than what people understand. And if you don't know what voicing is, it's basically the exact notes you choose to hit in the chord, right? As opposed to just hitting them normal, you know,
right,
your regular guitar chords.
Right, like a regular G major would have the first, third, and fifth notes only. But if you were to play it with a seventh or ninth or 12th or whatever the heck numbers there are, it changes it. And also, where on a guitar, it's so specific, you can play a G major like here, 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 and you can play it in a bunch of different ways with open notes and things. So that's what I mean, is there's always something to discover on guitar.
Yeah, and it all sounds different in each of those, where you played those G's, there's a little bit of a different sound to those chords. Right. It's the same 3 notes, but it gives it that different feel. And then you add in, you know, flutters, whatever you want to call it, or you go in between other notes. And that gives another feel. The rhythm gives another feel. We're getting very music theory-esque here.
Yeah. Everybody at home. Well, no, you know, maybe somebody wants to. That's cool.
Right.
We hope you guys like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not talking about the in-depth, but just talking about, you know, songwriting. There's a lot of different ways to approach it.
Yeah.
And the way you approach it's cool. Your lyrics are really great as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And the way you do it. And you don't have a full-time bass player with you currently.
Yeah, so that's been the hardest part, as always. You know how it goes. Well, he's a bassist, but he's on 7 to 12 bands a week.
Right.
Definitely,
that's the right number.
Every bassist ever, you know? Yeah. No, for sure. And we're in a kind of rural-ish area, kind of, you know. But, so it makes it a little harder to find other musicians. Everyone's taken. So
if they're not taken, that means they're just in one band, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then of course you gotta find, you know, it's gotta be the right people and stuff. We're looking for a band, man. We're trying to be, you know, a band, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, are you gonna hold auditions or something? Or are you just keeping your eyes peeled for somebody?
I try to do most things organically, you know. I try and let the world come to me, life come to me, you know. Oftentimes I try and push forward, but like it always ends up working out. You know, let the world come to you. You know, time. You know, we'll work it out. So we're just waiting it out, and I know a bunch of bassists, I know a bunch of musicians, and I have a lot of plans for the future, and I'm positive, the right person will show up.
If there's some bassists watching this and they think they're the right fit, you go to jam nights and open mic nights and things like that. So that's probably a good place where you might find somebody. Which ones do you usually frequent?
So I go to any and all jam nights I can get to in a night, but currently there's only 2 in Watertown area and surrounding areas. One at Skiff's on Tuesday night, that's from 7 to 11.
That's in Alex Bay.
Alex Bay, yep.
Yeah.
Skiff's the bar in Alex Bay. And tonight, Thursday night, there's one just down the street at Full Circle Bar and Grill in Watertown. And they're both full band jams, and for sure, if anybody's at home and doesn't know about it and sees this and you're in the area, come out to these things, man. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fellow musicians and writers, artists, people, and it's something to do, man. Something other than watching Netflix or something,
Now you can do that too, but some nights go out to the jam night. We'll be at Full Circle tonight, and you're going to be getting this much later, so you probably won't see us there. Actually, Joey goes almost every Thursday, so if you go there on a Thursday, he'll be there.
Yeah, and Joe might be there.
I might. I'm on or off, depending on whether or not what's on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah. Is there a new episode out tonight? I can't believe.
Let's switch a little bit. What are you watching? Are you watching anything good?
Actually, I have been watching a lot of kind of newer stuff. I just started Doom Patrol 2 nights ago, and that is fantastic. I like it a lot. It's interesting and funny and things. Ted Lasso is a classic. Family, a whole family can watch it. You got, what's that one? Apple TV Foundation.
Oh.
Actually, it's pretty cool. It's a sci-fi one. That one's pretty neat.
I know you as a big Bob's Burgers fan too.
Yes. I have a costume for Saturday.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, I won't.
This is going to be after Saturday though.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm going with.
He went as somebody from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Bob himself.
Yeah, we'll have a picture later.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's like the, I think they call it now a comfort show. It's one I've seen all of the seasons at least 30 times. So I can almost quote the whole thing.
Yeah, for some people it's The Office or Friends, but maybe it's Bob's Burgers. Actually, I know somebody else who's Bob's Burgers too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my cousin-in-law.
Dude, I love Bob's Burgers. It is like, the show.
Yeah.
And if you don't care, you don't like it, I don't even care.
I watched a little bit of it today.
Yeah, it's great.
So, what else? What else do you want to tell people? Is there anything that's like on your mind?
No, I'm just really excited about the music in the area, man. It's been great. I've had a awesome experience this last summer, meeting a lot of new artists, meeting a lot of just good musicians in the area and people who really care about the North Country and making this kind of a musical and artsy fartsy place, if you will.
We can't say fartsy on
You can't say
live
fartsy.
TV.
Well, whoops. I love TV. Well, call NASA or whoever bothers with that. Who is that? I don't know.
I don't think it's
FDA?
NASA.
I don't know.
It's the,
Who is that?
gosh, there was a Family Guy episode on it. The FCC.
FCC. They're coming to shut us down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No,
It's all good.
Yeah, man. It's been great. And thank you to you guys for doing this for me. It's awesome. I mean, it's cool to see, all the artists were getting support from all over the place, man, including other artists.
Yeah.
And that's the most important.
Well, we thank you for being our artist spotlight, and we might have, if we can throw it in, maybe a little bit of us jamming together for a little bit.
Heck yeah, man.
So, but we'll stop it here, and if we jam, you'll get it at some point. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Close.
I heard B minor, but I didn't listen.
That's how it happens, though. I'm gonna do something. You wanna do it?